Good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of Michael in the Backyard. This one's going to be a little different than most because we're road tripping. My wife and I have rented a 2022 Challenger because that's what they had, and it was the same price as a sedan. So there's parts of me that wish it was a sedan because it's more of a sporty car, and I'm more of a luxury car kind of guy. But it's got plenty of horsepower. It's a V6. Cold start doesn't sound awesome. But what we're doing today is traveling. We traveled, what did we do? We left at 4. We got about 7 hours in, 6 hours in of driving yesterday. We're heading to South Carolina. And we're on vacation. And we're going to take delivery of a 2004 Jeep Wrangler. That's been in South Carolina its whole life. It is rust-free, and which you don't get up in the Midwest where I live. And it is been a pavement princess its whole life. It's been a garage kept, and it's a great little find. And secret, my folks own it. So I am purchasing it off my folks and bringing it back to Iowa, where it will still remain a pavement princess for the most part and be garage kept. But it's one of those things. I'm going to take over the ownership and the lineage on the title for that particular vehicle and enjoy it. It'd be like a little weekend. It's like let's just call it a weekend fun thing to drive around, go to car shows, and things like that. Because it's officially this year 20 years old. It's hard to believe, but it is. So we're going to continue on our trip. I hope you guys enjoy this series of videos that are coming out that are going to be about, it's time for me to relax. I work a lot, and I work at home on videos a lot, and we're going to continue to do the video thing because I enjoy the video thing too, and bring you guys along. Normally I wouldn't do this, but why not? I got a great audience, and you guys seem to enjoy some of the things I do, and hopefully you enjoy this. I'll be doing some golfing with my dad, and we're going to be going to the gun range several times and doing some competition shooting. Not official competition shooting, but a little competition that my dad has set up for myself and a few other buddies that go to the range down there. And enjoy. We'll see you when we get there. And we'll see you. If we see any interesting sights on the way down, we'll pull over and bring you along for that too. All right, enjoy. All right, folks, we last left off. I was driving a Challenger from Iowa down to South Carolina, over 900 miles away. We made it to our destination. This is currently 5 days later, but this is one of the prizes I was coming down here to get to bring home. You hear thunder in the background. I don't know if my mic is picking it up or not, but we brought ourselves down here on vacation, so to speak, and this video is going to be about this boat. So welcome to the first episode of 2024 of Michael's Backyard Marina. So what we got here is a 1993 Bass Tracker, 40 horse Johnson Tracker. And we're going to drag this thing all the way back home. And with that'll be on another channel. So I got a wasp. Where's that wasp hanging out at? He's going to sting me. So one thing I want to do on the video here is show you the current, you guys, if you follow me long enough on this channel, you've seen some of the 3D stuff I printed and put on here. You know, this is one I sent down to my folks. They put it on their boat. Holds the cover up pretty well, but I've got another, let's call it another evolution in boat cover support. I want to show you what I'm doing here. I think I've showed it before on the, now this is the boat channel, so I might have showed it on 3. I don't know which channel it's on, but it's sprinkling on me now. I'm up against the clock, but I want to show you a better way to do this. Currently, I had these 3D printed pieces, and 3D printing just it cracked and broke. It's just not what you really want to have long term, in my opinion. It's just been screwed down to the boat to keep it from popping off. I'm going to show you why you don't have to do that anymore. We can get rid of all this. garbage, I can reuse some of this PVC pipe. This PVC pipe is not cheap any longer. You used to be able to get this stuff really, really cheap. All the PVC pipe you're gonna see me use in this video, all the joints and connections that I'll be using in this video will be what I just purchased down here at my local big box store. And I've got all kinds of joints. I got PVC cement, and I've got also bought the PVC cutters, bought everything I needed. About $156 worth of PVC and stuff. And people might go, that's ridiculous amount to do just to hold your boat cover up. It's not if you hold your boat cover up and it keeps rain from puddling and gathering. And when you have to bail out your cover before you pull the cover off, that's painful. You'll gladly pay that money when you're doing that. That thunder's are rumbling. I got sun on me. I got thunder happening. Some dark clouds. Beautiful. Beautiful out here. It's going to be about 88 degrees today. So that's a cooker. But we're going to show you what I'm going to do here. Now, in this situation here, let me get this one popped back off if I can. There we go. I've taken a T. A regular T. Now, I'm using 3/4 inch Schedule 40 pipe here. I've got a T. This is, I think, a 1 inch. If I'm not mistaken, a 1 inch by, yeah, 1 inch by 3/4 T. And what I'll do is I saw it. I laid it out and I sawed it like this. See what I did there? And everybody's might be different. Every boat might be different. But the cool part about this is just the right size to do one of these numbers. You can, that's tight. Now, this is going to be a little tighter than I'd prefer to have, but the whole idea behind what I'm doing here is I'm going to be dragging this thing 900 miles back home with a cover on it. And I want this to substantially, you know those big $5 words, $20, a big heavy-duty way to haul it home, right? Okay, that's what we're going to do here. And I'll show you the skeleton. I'll put you in time-lapse for the rest of it, but once I get this laid out, this will all be glued together with PVC cement, and it will be sturdy, and I call it a whale backbone, and I'll get you a shot of it when it's all done, but I'll also get you some time lapse and kind of talk you through what I'm doing on the time lapse, so you guys can, you know, perform the same kind of thing yourself. Let's get busy. All right, folks, we're back out here. I've got it all done. I was battling the rain yesterday, and I got it done just in time, and the battery died, so we're back out here the next day, and this is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and unclip it here. I've already adjusted all the straps and cut them off to length, so you don't have to deal with those tails. Let's see if this is enough to get it up and over here. We can see what we got going on. We had a lot of rain last night. and did a great job of keeping the rain out. So get you up in here and you kind of see the structure we got going on up in here. I did a little piece at the back, 45'd it down, locked into the transom, support that real well. Did the same thing up front here. Got this piece up at the front that goes out a ways, 45's down to the trolling motor. Gives me a nice little piece right out here. But as you can see, I've got it all supported. Here's all my leftover pieces. I had to cover it real quick before it all rained and saturated everything. But that turned out really well. The other thing about the reason I made it high like this is this cover actually came down way below the boat here and pulled around. Well, as you can see now, when you pull it down here, I'm down just past the gunnel. Can cinch it down good and tight. Also made these elbows spread out a little bit more. As you can see here from the center, and I got a T right there running full length of the boat. So I call this my whale backbone. But then when you cut these here, these are cut and snap on really tight. Now I wanted them really tight because I'm going to be transporting this boat 900 miles back home, and I wanted all this stuff to stay locked in place. About 20% of this is actually glued together with PVC cement. The rest of it's just going to be under tension with the cover being on it and pulled down tight. It all locks into place pretty tight. I've got a couple of the T's glued in right there at the T, but the front and the back's not glued at all. And when you grab this and shake it, it's solid. It turned out really well. I'm really happy with this. And I did use, there again, $156 worth of materials, including the cutters. I used some of the leftover pieces. I think this is the last full piece I had left. And we're just gonna keep that with the boat because you never know when you're gonna need some more of this stuff. We'll keep the rest of my elbows I've got down in here and all that kind of fun stuff. Turned out pretty well. Well, next thing on the agenda is let's fire up this 40 horse. Let's hear how it sounds. We got some muffs and we'll fire it up and just hear it. It's got a fairly new power head on it. Power head was put on about 5 years ago. Probably only has about 20 hours on it, maybe. We'll go from there. One thing I did do as well before the transport, we bought a brand new spare tire because the other spare tire had a lot of cracks in it. We'll take the old spare tire with us. It could be an emergency backup, and it'll hold a little bit of air, but we're not going to inflate it to 50 pounds or 80 pounds like we did these. These are rated for 80 pounds. That's what we're going to run them at. Bearings have all been repacked already, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll go from there. Let's see if we can get the muffs on this thing and fire it up and make some noise. Enjoy some two-stroke smoke. Alrighty, we're back out here. Been back out here. I've got the muffs on the lower end there for water. Let's turn the water on. Now never ever start your outboard without your muffs on and water on. All right, we got the water pumping. Let's get over here. We got the key. Now this one you push to choke it. Now that was with no throttle at all. It popped right off. Let's go ahead and, it's in neutral. Let's give it a little more throttle. A little less choke this time. Choke it a little bit. Oh, you know what we gotta do? Forgot, I didn't even prime it. How silly of me. Alright, we're gonna have to get some more fuel before we can actually make this bad boy run.
Not up in there.
Alright. We're back. Won't run because we ain't got no gas in it. What movie's that from, folks? When did you run it down last? Were you on the lake when you ran it down?
Last time I'd run it was here in the yard. But
In the yard?
I didn't run it for that long, but
Yeah. So you had to be pretty much almost out when you was on the lake.
it was.
'Cause this I couldn't get it to pick up prime. Turn the water on one more time. Yeah, you sent the video to me. Round two. All right, we got the old muffs turned back on. Well, let's see if we can pick up a prime with the bulb here.
Had you tried to start it before and it wouldn't start at all?
Start and die, start and die, start and die. All right.
Go ahead. Everything works as it should.
She's a runner. Can't wait to get this back out on the lake.
30 to 32 miles an hour.
30 to 32.
Yep.
Sweet.
Registered on the Garmin.
That's fast enough to get to the fishies. All right, let's turn the water back off. Well, folks, so we're going to call it a wraps for this video. We got a nice little cover that will support up to 17 feet of snow. Up to 48 inches of rain. Because it gets that deep, the boat will just float, right? That's right. So this gentleman behind me is my dad. He's the previous owner of this boat. This is where I'm at to take it home from him. He's standing behind the vehicle that's going to take it home for me. That's going to come up in another video. This is called the Rumblebee. You heard it here first, Rumblebee. All right, and this 40 horse Johnson tracker sounds awesome. We're getting a lot of fishing done this summer in this boat. Probably have this on the water a week after I get it back home. I got a fishing date with my son-in-law. We're going to tear up some fish. Thanks, folks, for watching. Thank you for watching the first video of 2024 on the RMD Creations channel. Michael in the backyard, not necessarily always in the backyard. We'll see you on the next video. And remember, if it ain't broke, fix it till it is. I'm out of here.